Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, I've recently uploaded a review on these three Beavis and Butt-head figures by More Action Collectibles, right there. So finally picked these up and actually got a really good deal on them. I was actually talking to Nick briefly about this, and you know, they have been seen going on eBay like boxed and brand new like this for crazy money. But I actually got them for 160, what was it, 160 something dollars, which only came to about 140 pounds shipped. And they were all brand new and, you know, sealed up. You saw me unbox them. So I got a really good deal on these. And, you know, they're very top heavy. They are quite hard to get them to stand up. But once you get them standing up, as long as you don't bump into them, they're all right. But then I did a video after that. Today, the second video I uploaded, Beavis and Butt-head wise, was my Beavis and Butt-head Marvel Comics collection video. Definitely worth checking out. Check out all the amazing artwork on the covers of those, and the artwork inside those comics is incredible as well. And there's the Beavis and Butt-head Experience CD from Stuart. Thank you, Stu. Now, the 1994 Flair Ultra Beavis and Butt-head trading cards. This page is mostly Scratch-and-sniff. They actually did that. And I just checked, some of these really still smell quite pungent. This one I always remember, when you scratch these drawers here, or the little cabinets, they smell like washing up liquid. I remember the one with the tacos stinks. That one kind of smelled a bit funky as well. That one had a bit of a funky niff. This one obviously smells like fruit, you know, and this one stank. But this one's still very pungent, so that's pretty sweet. We'll get a look at that in a sec. Now, unfortunately, these are the original 1994 Flair Ultra cards, and then Nick was cool and gave me some of his packaged up ones, but these were I don't know if they came later or at the exact same time that the Flair Ultra ones were out, but these are slightly different. These ones are like this. They have a kind of a border around the card, whereas so like that's the one where he's introducing himself saying I'm a butthead. Then this one, I'm like Beavis. So, you know, you can see the difference between the two companies here. There's no border, obviously. And on the back, the border continues around here, but it doesn't say Flair Ultra, it just says MTV. And on the older ones from 94 or whatever the hell is the situation, these ones are 94 Flair Ultra. But Nick said these ones are actually made in Ireland. So, I didn't know that. It's cute. So I got a couple of these ones. I must have got one or two packets because I don't have many of these ones, but I do have a few scattered around the place. But it's 97% Flair Ultra, so I'll go back and check them out. But so these are the ones that are made in Ireland, and I do think I remember that the Flair Ultra ones, much like the cards themselves, were just higher quality, and the actual gold and the packaging themselves on the original Flair Ultras was just a slight bit more, I don't know how to describe it, but just slightly different to this. But these are the ones made in Ireland, so that's interesting. But it's really nice to have the original packages, because I used to have so many of these lying around me in my bedroom when I was a kid, but I think I just got rid of them all in the end. It was too much clutter around me. But thanks to Nick, I've got some of the original cool packaging here to display. So my first page of Beavis and Butt-head's cards, and there is one random Ren and Stimpy show card here. I don't remember where I got it. I don't remember who made it. I don't know if it says on the back. No, it doesn't. Unless it, maybe it does, in the small print somewhere. Nickelodeon, all rights reserved. Tops. Okay, Tops. I recognize them from all the basketball cards that I got underneath here. Sean Kemp, Michael Jordan, a lot of Michael Jordan stuff. Crazy. But mostly Beavis and Butt-head in this folder. So the scratch and sniff action I am missing, because I think they're actually in that box. There's quite a few of these Beavis and Butt-head cards that aren't in the folder because I ran out of pages. So I do have the complete set, but you know, just whatever mood I was in at the time of putting this folder together, that's how it ended up. I was definitely more focused on the basketball arrangement when I did this folder. I just kind of chucked the Beavis and Butt-head ones in here at the time, just to put them somewhere safe. So I've got double here of the scratch and sniff, and any stains or marks you see is on the plastic, not the card itself. Every one of these cards is in mint condition. All the edges are absolutely perfect. I always thought that was hilarious, and that would have made a great poster. Still could. Yeah. So now we go just to the. These are not scratch and sniff. These are just the regular cards. Now, I don't remember where I got that. I think I swapped that or someone gave it to me many years ago. But that's from 1993. MTV Networks, Beavis and Butt-head, all rights reserved. Doesn't really say. That might be tops as well. It's got a couple of scratches on it because that was previously owned by someone else. Someone gave it to me, like I said. So there you go. Here's some of the other characters. You got Todd, Jail Guy, Van Driesen, Stewart, and that's pretty sweet. And definitely want to get some more card holding pages. This one was actually put together very recently because I found this spare page to put some cards in, but it was a bit crinkly. But the cards are fine. I love this one of Butthead, infant Butthead, and Beavis's butt. Some really cool stuff. But just the quality of these Flair Ultra cards, even a picture as simple as that, it really does look like lifted right out of the show. You can see just the quality. They're really thick, really kind of reflective and shiny, just really nice. And they were numbered weird. I found this out because I watched another guy on YouTube. Whoa! He was talking about how he was originally put off collecting these because when he saw the number of each card, he thought, oh, there's no way I'm collecting that many cards. But they just basically arranged it so that every card had the number 69 in it. Because that's the kind of thing Beavis and Butt-head would do. That foreign exchange episode, I remember that very clearly, and I always found that moment where he hocks a loogie quite disgusting. There's Bill Clinton, remember him? We thought it was bad then, little did we know. Oh my goodness, 2019, the world is... Alright, bondage session, there you go. And what was that, does that say freak show or sideshow? Yep. Car wash, mouse burger, awesome stuff. Beavis painting the house, Beavis getting his nose pulled, kidnapped part 1. And it's another one of these. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure the original card from Flair Ultra wouldn't have this weird, like, what's that effect I want to say? I don't know, it's just the overall kind of finish of the card or something. We're never going to come out. But you can see, I don't know, I think on the original Flair Ultras that wouldn't have that weird look. It's almost like a carpet kind of look. Like, I don't know, it's just pixely or something. Like Beavis and Butthead aren't pixely, so, or maybe they are a bit if you really look at Beavis's or Butthead's t-shirt there. And his skin, actually, now that I mention it. If you really look closely, the print is a little bit, you know, it's an odd one. It's very strange, but they're definitely not as high quality as the original Flair Ultra ones. But it's nice that you're still able to get them in some form. If you want to pick up the set, you can still get these Irish versions online pretty easily, I guess. I don't know about the original Flair Ultras. They're still up there, I guess, but I don't know how cheap they're going to be. 1994 was a long time ago. Hey, there he is, Mr. Buzzcut. Awesome. Ah, Tom Anderson. Absolutely awesome. Freak Chicks Rule. And the Gorilla Dude. Bill Clinton again. The Grizzly. Absolutely awesome. Hey! Principal McVicker. For those of you who don't know what Beavis and Butt-head is and you're just watching this to be a nice supporter, thinking, did he just have himself a little orgasm? No, he just do an impression of Principal McVicker. That's what he used to do. He was always on the verge of a heart attack. He's the principal of the school that Beavis and Butt-head attend when they feel like it. You get some tattoos here. Pretty cool. Life sucks. It's a good one. Have a nice day. Some good tattoo ideas here for those of you out there who like to doodle on yourselves, and yeah, it's all good. No laughing part 1. No, it's part 2. Part 1 is around here somewhere as well. Classic image right there. Sporting Goods. That was when they needed to get groin protectors or something. Now, this page in particular has some really great cards here. These would all be great potential posters, or print them out on a canvas, that kind of thing, and display them. Like this one here, they're getting married, very progressive, that's great stuff. Then Elvis Presley, the Egyptians, punks, hippies, Little Red Riding Hood, triads. I mean, these are just awesome. Jack-o'-lanterns, getting the turkey on, Little Red Riding Hood. Absolutely awesome. That is cool, man. Punks. Yep. Absolutely love these. Very, very awesome. So nice to still have them. I'm glad that I didn't do anything silly over all those years since 1994. Kept them in perfect condition and managed to keep them with me everywhere I went. Well, I only moved house once, but... Well, maybe... Actually, no, I moved house twice since I first had these. Yeah, moved twice and managed to keep them very safe. So that's good. Oh, look at this. Oh, that one there, man. That is brilliant. Oh, and the leprechauns, or leprechauns, as they call themselves. That is awesome. Check that out. And some classic Beavis and Butt-head action right there for you. And Robo Beavis and Butt-head, and dudes instead of androids, I guess. People were stupid in olden times. The Wizard of Ozzy. Man, I love this stuff. Oh, and that's like a variation of the Frog Baseball t-shirt that I still have. It's one of the first, well, the first pilot episode of Beavis and Butt-head was Frog Baseball. It's like only about 2-3 minutes long. And there was a moment where they weren't dressed like this, though. They were just dressed like regular Beavis and Butt-head. And this was the t-shirt that I still have, and it's just as gory as that. And I wear it with pride every now and then, and I always get funny looks from people who maybe remember what this is, or they don't remember what it is, and they just think I'm wearing some disgusting t-shirt. But that's a great one there as well. Christmas. Absolutely awesome. So go ahead and you just soak that up for a second. That is awesome. Awesome. They're all awesome. Very, very cool. Rambutt. I don't even need to read it. I remember that one. Awesome. Yep. Prehistoric times BC. Yep. Oh, I love that one. Drive in. Oh, the trial. I remember that. And Beavis and Butt-head for treasurer. Comedians. I remember that episode. I remember that vaguely. I have to go back and watch that one again. I've got all the episodes on a hard drive. Thank you to Nick for providing me with such things. Awesome stuff. Because the cool thing about having them all the versions that Nick got for me or shared with me, is that you get all the original music videos instead of just, like they released on DVDs and VHS, well, in England anyway. The UK, when you bought the Beavis and Butt-head box sets, they didn't have the music videos in the episodes, so it would just be a complete sort of story with no interruptions from them watching TV and joking about it, which I missed. So it's really cool to be able to go back and watch the original as broadcasted, even with the MTV skits in between as well. So it's really nice to have pretty much every episode, I think. So massive thanks to Nick for those. Yep. Customers suck. Yep, that's true. I can testify to that. Hey, I'm Lolita. This is Tangeray. Here they are. Yep. Look like they're in Oompa Loompa land or something right there. There's the non-scratch-and-sniff version of that card. And Beavis picking himself up a little rat action there. True Crime. Home Improvements. The Mall. What? Oh, Kidnap Part 1, is it? So, yeah, got Kidnap Part 1, Part 2. Meet God Part 2. And the Nudist Colony, or whatever it was. That's pretty sweet. And Plate Frisbee. Well, that would hurt. Poor old Beavis. Oh, I remember that episode, The Crush, when they're in the boot of the car. And Incognito. I remember that one vaguely. That looks like one of the earlier episodes to me. Could be wrong. I have to go back and check. Now this, I also had a t-shirt with this on it. I don't remember what happened to that one. It wasn't as cool and official looking as this, though. I remember it was mostly a white background with just kind of the basic, just enough to let you know that they were in a washing machine, but it didn't have all this cool swirling bits. And, you know, there was still some clothes, but it was a pretty basic t-shirt. I'm not too sure if that t-shirt was official. But there's the non-scratch and sniff version of that, the only one that actually still smells strongly of what it's supposed to. On the other page, that washing up liquid card, that was awesome. Oh, I love this one. That was that just strikes me as like a very iconic looking Beavis and Butt-head image. Just pretty much sums up everything about them. There we go. Yep. Oh, I like that one. They're having their ideas. Thinking doesn't suck. Mouse Burger. Oh, cow tipping. One of my favorite episodes. I just remember that one so well. For some reason. I loved when Beavis and Butt-head went out into the world, especially at night when they just sneak out and, you know, they just get up to stuff. And I love seeing stuff like that. It just cracked me up. I loved Beavis and Butt-head, man. And I remember at the height of their popularity, I was going to Dublin in Ireland to visit family. It's about 13 years old or 14 years old. And we got to Dublin airport eventually, and it was quite late when we arrived. There was this huge screen on the wall, like a cinema screen, in like the waiting area and stuff where people collected their luggage and stuff. And I think it was cow tipping, the episode that was playing on this huge screen in the airport, and it was down quite low, but you could still hear Beavis and Butt-head, you know, just echoing through this huge official place. It just struck me as really funny that Beavis and Butt-head were playing very obviously on this huge cinema screen in a very busy airport, but it just was awesome. I love this card here as well. That would be great as a poster. And I remember that episode, Tornado. I remember their tummies just kind of wobbling as they were floating, flying through the air. Couch fishing, I remember that as well. That was a classic. Most Wanted. There's some Roman action there for you. There's another one of those Irish version cards. I don't remember seeing that one in this version. It's weird. Maybe I am missing a couple, but I'm pretty sure I remember back in the day counting them, and I did have a full set. So I hope I still do. Like I said, there's still a bunch in that box over there. Yeah, I think we must be getting to the end now. There's a lot. I always remember seeing that one. That one's gross because they got all that gross snotty action going on under their noses. Is that a double? Did I see that earlier? I have got a few doubles here and there. And that's like me and Nick when we did the Bomb Hot Sauce Challenge last Christmas. Check that out if you haven't seen it. No Laughing Part 1, there it is. Young, Gifted and Crude. And there's little Beavis and Butt-head doing a little science experiment. There's Van Driesen. Is that the end? Well, I think we got one more page. Yep. Meeting God. Nudist or Naked Colony. Colony. I can't say the word. I'm getting mixed up between Billy Connolly and Nudist Colony. I can't say it. Frog Baseball. Awesome. There's a Doll Suck. Well, you know, I'm going to get into that right now. Way Down Mexico Way Part 2. And the birthday. That's a nice one. And Senior Cinnamons. Is that what that says? Whatever. I can't read. There we go. Sweet. So those are all of the... I don't know, man. I always think I'd love to do a video on my basketball collection. You know, my cards collections. A lot of Sean Kemp and Michael Jordan. Mostly Sean Kemp. I was obsessed with the Rain Man back in the old days. Got basically every card that's worth having of him. Like some seriously sick stuff. Loads of cool hologram cards and really, really nice. Really, like a lot of these are like kind of raised. They're not just flat cards. A lot of these have like, you know, proper texture and bumps and colors and really, really nice. Like some of these have never even had the protective film lifted off them. They gotta be worth a bit, man. I don't know. But yeah, the Michael Jordan stuff. I've got a few rookie cards of Kemp and Jordan. There's the rare air set. That's incredible. But anyway, you came here for Beavis and Butt-head, so I won't go on with that too much. But anyway, there is the Beavis and Butt-head card collection, which I absolutely cherish and love. And it's been a pleasure to show you guys all the Beavis and Butt-head stuff that I have currently. So I'm going to go about setting up a cool Beavis and Butt-head display, probably in that corner over there where the Gremlin stuff currently is. So some stuff's going to have to move. Michael Myers taking up so much space. So this shelf here, as much as I love it, probably going to have to change it up. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with you soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. Bye-bye.